Hey y'all, it's Cindy Cobb with Around the Town in the South. I'm here at Lions Club Park in Clinton, Mississippi. I'm here with Mark Jones. He's a communications and marketing director for Clinton. Listen, thank you for joining me this morning.
It's great to be here.
It is 38 degrees out here.
Yeah, my fingers are a little cold.
And it's March the 3rd. Oh my
Feels so
goodness.
good.
It does. It really does feel good. We've had a lot going on in Clinton the last couple of months, from the movie to the big ice storm that hit 2 weeks ago. There's a lot that we won't cover because some of that is a surprise, but I want to ask a couple of questions about the movie. I know the movie wrapped. I know the excitement. I was reading Facebook posts of people I had no idea who they were. They were coming into town, taking pictures like as y'all were filming, and it was just awesome to watch that blossom. Tell us just a little snippet about that, and then we're going to tell you what's happening in March.
About early December, we got a call from a production company, and they wanted to talk to us about some sites to shoot a movie. And the movie was rewritten to include the name Clinton, so it wasn't just a fictitious town. And so we took them around town, showed them some ideas. They told us what they wanted. We gave them what they thought they wanted, and then we took them around and showed them some ideas that from a logistics standpoint, moving gear and equipment in would be just a better and easier time for us for production. And we got to that point that on the 21st of January, the production crew came in. We spent the better part of the first 3 weeks of the year cleaning the city, sprucing up signs around Old Town, making sure that the vistas, if you imagine walking around literally looking at life through the lens of an iPhone and seeing what that background looks like.
Yes.
And then we started correcting things that the camera might have picked up, like some signs with maybe the date that we put the sign up on a stop sign written on the back, just to let us know how old the sign was. So we painted poles, we changed stop signs out, we painted curbs, we had residents out in Old Town, businesses pressure washing their sidewalks. Everyone got excited. The city got behind it. Residents opened their doors, and we had 3 weeks of filming here in town for a movie that will come out sometime in late May or June.
And that's a Lifetime movie, right?
It should be affiliated with Lifetime. Internationally, there's also the international ability to sell the movie, and so it may not be Lifetime internationally, but in the States, it's going to be Lifetime.
Y'all stay tuned, because as soon as that movie drops, we'll be all over that, reporting on it, covering it. It is exciting time in Clinton. If you've never been to Clinton, you've got to, and make sure you come. There's spots all over town, but especially the downtown area with the brick streets. There's a 6-block corridor is what I call it, and there is so much to do in just that 6 blocks. You could spend 3 or 4 days straight seeing the park, the restaurants, Old Town Depot, the spring. Now, tell me, we did the vlog back there with the trees. What's it called?
The Nature Center.
The Nature Center,
Yep.
And it is amazing. We're going to do another vlog on that. So going forward, let's talk about what's exciting about coming up in March. I know Clinton's got a lot going on. I'm excited. Oh, but first you said something about, before I go on, were you giving me a little teaser that there may be some more upcoming movies being shot here?
The movie production crew said that Clinton is essentially, in their words, not ours, a studio in itself.
Oh, wow.
And so we've already had 2 other movies. We're finalizing the third. The second one should shoot sometime in late March here in town. The third one would be a suspense thriller filmed here in the city. It's a very large budget, connected to those who filmed My Dog Skip up in Canton.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to be possibly bringing a third movie. There have been other scripts that have been sent to us for us to site scout and provide them possible locations for them. So one movie they told us was going to open doors, and we potentially have a second and third movie coming, maybe more after that.
That is exciting, which leads to congratulations to Clinton, safest city. Tell me about that.
For the 3rd year in a row, the city of Clinton was named by alarms.org, 2 outside firms, not what we did.
Right.
They changed the way that reporting for all police departments, so we're all consistent across the country now over the past 5 or 6 years. And so when you report a crime, it's reported the same way. And all of a sudden, Clinton, because we've been using that system for 10 years, everybody else, we caught up, and we're 3rd safest city in Mississippi, only behind Petal and Madison this year. And we're at 3rd. And what they told us was, if you'll lock your cars,
Lock your cars.
if we will cut the 78 Autobergs in half alone, and only 6 of those 78 were actually forced entries, so the rest were unlocked cars.
Right.
If we knocked that down to 6, we would be the safest city in Mississippi. Now let that resonate.
Wow.
We would be the safest city. We're the 3rd safest, and we're that close to being the safest. So lock your cars.
Lock your cars.
It speaks to what Chief Heyman is doing. It speaks to what our fire department, our police department, all of our other departments, we work in concert to make a safe community. We keep eyes out, and we report things that seem a little off, and that works to help keep us safe.
Congratulations. That's a huge honor.
Thank you.
Really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. Tell us what March is going to bring. I know you're excited. And listen, we're a little bit dark on the camera because we wanted to be in the park and we wanted to have the Home Depot.
The Old Town Depot.
You know where I'm
Yeah.
headed. The Old Town Depot behind us so that you can see it. And if you've never been there, oh my goodness, it's awesome. It's an awesome place. They have events all the time. Tara really works really hard with Main Street. Tell us what she's got going on.
So next week is a great opportunity to learn more about the depot and Clinton and the Clinton's history. So we've got Clinton History Week actually next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 11th through the 13th. On March 11th through 13th, you can actually go to the depot and see the faces and portraits of Clinton's real history. And that will be at the depot right here behind us on Leak Street, right under the bridge. And then on the 11th, we will also have at 11 a.m. over at the Quisenberry Library the year 3 of the Clinton Trail of Honorees. And these are people that have made a significant impact, whether it's in film or entertainment, science, arts, research. We'll be inducting a new set of those. The Quisenberry Library Trails actually has plaques going around it, and we're working on an actual interpretive map interactive map that will have that. But that's at 11 a.m. on the 11th as well at the Quisenberry Library. On the 11th at noon, a tour of the historic Sumner Hill site at the Clinton Nature Center, just up on Dunton Road past the depot, with Dr. Prentice Cox. And so you can actually see the original site for Sumner Hill School. And then on March 12th, Appreciating Clinton's History, a seminar by Dr. Walter Howell, our former mayor, and also Clinton's official historian at the Wood Activity Center at 10:30. And then on March 13th, there's Turn of the Train over here. I don't know if you can see them over here.
Yes.
Turn of the Train was a custom-built trackless train that will be doing the history tour. So what they'll do is you can actually go to ClintonHistoricalTour.com on your phone and take the walking tour, but they'll be putting people on the train from 9:30 to about 10:45, 11, and they'll be taking the history tour around using the train. And so it's an opportunity to get to know the real history, get to know the real history.
Sorry, forgot to put Do Not Disturb.
Oh, that's great.
It's live.
And so you can look on our Facebook page. I just put the schedule up there. Look at Old Town Depot's Facebook page and the Main Street page. This is a big partnership between the Clinton Visitor Center, the Old Town Depot, the City of Clinton, and the Wood Activity Center. And Anna and Tara and Marcia and Chandra have done a great job. When they planned this, I was actually with the movie people for about 14 hours a day for 3 weeks. And so they did a great job. All I get to do is tell the story of the great work of our department heads, and it's a blessing. And these 4 ladies have done an amazing job planning something that will tell you about the hidden, the real, and the open history. And just get you out. You know, we've all been cooped up for about a year, so let's get out and do that. Coming up in about a week, you and I will get back together, and we've got some events that are coming starting the last week of March that will keep you busy in Lions Club Park. We're still encouraging people, even though the mask mandate lifts at 5 today, we're encouraging people to stay socially distant, to do what they can. You know, let's not let our guard down yet, but keep that mask handy.
Have some common sense.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Have some common sense with it.
And
Just
some
like out
courtesy.
here, it's 37 degrees out here, and our fingers are frozen. I mean, it's a beautiful day. I love that they are doing so much to teach the history of Clinton. If you are in Clinton or you're not in Clinton, go to these pages, check them out, make plans to come over here, find out what's going on. And that's why I love Around the Town in the South, because it does showcase and teach you and educate you on the towns around the South, well, especially in Mississippi, because that's where I'm from, and the events that they have. I love that. Clinton has a lot coming up over it is spring, so everything is going to be sprung and springing up. They have a lot coming up in the next couple of months, so stay tuned to their Facebook page and also to their website. Everything that you want to know, whether it's when the garbage is going to deliver, if there's an ice storm. I love the way y'all kept us updated. I think that was awesome. Of course, I was out here at my brother's, and I loved being in the know of knowing what was going on, right down to having the trays closed. So thank you for that. So what else?
Well, just if you can't make the History Week, the history tour is something that we built so that you can do it on your own time. Park at the depot, open ClintonHistoricalTour.com, take the walk around town, stop at the Baked by Pizza Shack or 303 or one of our restaurants, and get a drink and get a Go Cup or just get some dinner and a soda there, and walk around and enjoy the beautiful sights of Old Town. And when you see Clinton from that walking side, maybe you'll see what the movie people have seen, and you'll kind of get excited about what's coming and going to be released in the movie in late May or June.
That's going to be exciting. I'm excited. So as we're walking through the next couple of months, I will be here next week. There's more to come other than this first event, but this is a huge event. I think that's great, kicking this off, learning more about Clinton. So there's all kinds of things going on, and even if there's not, date night in downtown in the brick streets, there's nothing like it. To come, the lights are beautiful. Sometimes there's music out, but there's places to eat. You can picnic right out there on the side. I call it on this grassy knoll of the mayor's house. I've seen people have their blankets out there with their food, just enjoying the evening. So that's awesome.
You just come out to Old Town, and whether you're into history or whether you're into art, you can go drive around and see the murals that are around the city.
They're awesome.
We're working on an art mural tour, or an art tour for the city, similar to the history tour. But you can just get out and walk around, enjoy. Clinton is a great place to bring your family. They can play right here in the park, and then you can walk around with them and enjoy scooters and bikes and things like that, including the free bike rental while the depot is open. You can actually go and take your driver's license and leave it with them, and you can ride a bike around Old Town for free.
And there's a lot of cool bikes over there. Speaking of which, if you see the I call it the bike art, someone has sponsored that bike art. They're all over, and they're a great place to take photos. I call them selfie spots. I love the selfie spots in this area. They're great. Mark, thank you for joining me. I am so excited. I can't wait to hear more. Anything else?
There's one more thing. You mentioned selfie spot. I've got the logo on my computer.
What?
And we are in the process of finding a vendor that will help me find an applique for some concrete spaces.
Yes.
To actually put where you can stand to take selfies around the city.
We've been talking about selfie spots now for 2 years. I went over to South Carolina. I went to the Hootie and the Blowfish concert, and as I'm touring their town, I come across this. It was like a trip of 3 rows that went together, and I looked down, and there's these selfie spots all over the place, and I said, oh my goodness, we need those, because when people come, if you have a tour, you know where to go. If it's a selfie spot tour, I'm so excited about that.
Yep.
Thank you.
And one's got a footprint, one's got a paw print, so we're going to make some that are a little bit pet friendly maybe.
Oh, I can't wait to see them, Mark. That's exciting. All right, y'all, stay tuned. Follow them on Instagram. They're always posted on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook, and also their website, which you'll find out all the information that you can. You can also find out a lot of them here, because we're always covering Clinton. As you know, I grew up in Clinton. So thank y'all for joining us this morning, and we'll see you around the town.